Hey Scorps, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for your likes, shares, subscribes. I really appreciate it. My name's Tawana. Today we're going to do a career reading that can resonate for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node placements. Before we jump in, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my calendar link is down below. If you would like to follow me on social media when I'm not on YouTube, it's at Tawana Antoinette everywhere. That's also down below. And everything else that you need if you want to donate to this channel, all that good stuff. Oh, Patreon. If you want to learn spiritual education with me, I love Patreon. You can connect with me on Patreon. That link is also down below. I feel like Patreon is a space where I really get to know my viewers. So I really look forward to seeing some of you over there. But anyway, let's jump into the reading. We're starting the reading with the Get Grounded card. And I feel like this card in your career reading means that a lot is going on. And I'm looking at your spread, and I actually feel like you're going through a lot in your career right now. Yeah, a whole lot. So I feel like what this card is saying is get grounded and possibly slow down. Like, you may have a ton of responsibilities right now, a ton of demands, a ton of deadlines, a ton of things that you need to do. And I feel like this card is saying, hey, you're no good to anyone if you're no good to yourself. So just slow down. Sometimes there are people who recharge by being by themselves. Sometimes there are people who recharge by being with others. So you decide whichever one that you're on, but you need to recharge in some way. And this could possibly even be manifesting in the form of burnout, in that you don't feel inspired, or you feel easily agitated when it comes to work or when it comes to dealing with people. If you've been finding yourself in that energy lately, it's possibly because you just need to get grounded a little bit. And that can look like going outside, taking a little break. If you have PTO, take some PTO. Take 2 days to yourself, like just take some time entirely to you, where you're not in anybody's energy, where nobody's competing with you, where nobody's in any pulling on your energy for any kind of attention from you, where you don't have to do so much. Like, I feel like that's what this is saying. Maybe take a little breather to like get yourself back in your own energy, so you're not suffering from like irritabilities and just different things associated with burning out. Interesting how we have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which to me, this person is walking on a very solo path, solo journey. I feel like you're kind of being called a little bit to do that. Like, just take some time out for you right now. Maybe you've been immersed in a lot of group dynamics too, in the form of work, and you've been working with people a lot more. And I feel like if some of you may be highly sensitive too, so you haven't been realizing how those dynamics pull on your energy, it's just a time for you to just recalibrate so that you can be better for work and better for yourself as well. So let's jump in. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Why is the Knight of Swords here? The Knight of Swords is here because of the Five of Cups. So the Knight of Swords talks about you taking action. Like, you're just charging ahead. You're just doing the damn thing. Oftentimes, the Knight of Swords energy even talks about just wanting to just get something done without even not being specifically involved in the details or like the little fine things, not trying to perfect anything. Like, you just maybe feel like there's an energy here to just complete tasks, to just get them off of your to-do list, which is great. You're getting things done, but maybe you're not getting things done with the quality of work that you could be getting them done with. Like, you're not paying as much attention to some of these things like that you should. Just your quality of work could be better if you're just slowing down a little bit more to pay attention to what it is that you're putting out. So the thing that I'm picking up already is it's not about speed here for you. In fact, I feel like you need to slow down a little bit so that your speed doesn't affect other things. What is the Five of Wands? What's the Five of Wands? Why is the Five of Wands here? What's the Five of Wands? Why is the Five of Wands here? Five of Wands is here because of the Five of Pentacles and the Moon. So 5, maybe you've been seeing lots of fives. The Hierophant is also a card of 5. So 5 changes. Yeah. Yeah, if you've been seeing 5, this is definitely a confirmation that this is your reading. But yes, Scorps, why do I feel like you need to protect yourself from other energies around you? There may be a position that you hold, right? Or there may be certain responsibilities that you are tasked with. And why do I feel like there are people around you who may be envious of that, people around you who may be combative just because they perceive you as a threat? It's just this energy of people competing with you. And this could even be people who you've walked away from, or you've for whatever reason you've outgrown that relationship, or you're not able to give them as much attention. And this could possibly even be co-workers who are a little bit intimidated by you and your ability to get things done. But I just feel like there's this energy of envy around you, and it's almost like you feel it, because I feel like you're very self-protective right now. You could feel like you're being self-protective because you have things to do and you have to get stuff done, and other people are perceiving that as, okay, this person is being, Scorpio is being very shady right now, or Scorpio is being very elusive right now, or Scorpio is being very short right now. But maybe you just have stuff to do. You're like, I'm busy. I'm just busy. But just bear in mind that there may be other people around you who you're not aware of, who are taking that as, it's almost like they're observing you moving on without them, and because of that it's triggering inadequacies within them, or it's triggering low vibrational feelings within them, like jealousy, competition, things like that. That has nothing to do with you, and that's not your problem. It's just something to be aware of. Some of you may already be aware of who this is, or who this group is, or who these people are. Yeah. Clarify the Seven of Wands. What's the Seven of Wands? I don't feel like you should trust everyone in terms of telling everyone your plans right now too, by the way. Alright, so Seven of Wands is clarified by the Three of Wands. So you're blocking yourself off. You're kind of being very self-protective. I feel like possibly maybe you feel like you need to protect ideas that you have. Maybe you feel like you're growing something, or you're waiting for some kind of results, and you don't really want anybody to know about that, or anybody to influence that. You don't want anybody to steal your idea. You don't want anybody to, maybe you're even well aware that there are people around you who don't necessarily F with you, So I feel like you're in this energy of, yeah, stay over there. I'm cool. I'm over here and I'm waiting on my ships to come in, and I'm waiting on my investments to come back from all this work that I'm doing. So let me just do my thing by myself over here. That's the energy I feel like you're in. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm going to pull one more card. One more card for the Seven of Wands energy. One more card for the Seven of Wands. There we go. You're manifesting something big, or you're working on something big, the Ten of Pentacles, or you're working on something that can possibly bring you a lot of rewards right now. And I feel like you know exactly why you're not sharing that with people. And yes, you're doing the right thing. Whatever this thing is that you're working on and that you're keeping to yourself and that you're protecting, please keep protecting it. Don't talk about it until everything is concrete, until you've actualized it, until it is safe. So you only have your energy on that thing. Clarify the Page of Swords. What is this Page of Swords? Why is the Page of Swords here? Wow, this is a good reading. So the Page of Swords is here because of the Six of Wands. So there's more that you need to learn. There's something that you're doing and there's more that you need to learn about it. I feel like you're heading for some kind of success and some kind of money payout or something like that. Also possibly recognition from others. But there's more that you need to learn about something before you're able to bring in this energy of being successful at this thing. Maybe you need to like take a, I don't know, YouTube course, some kind of vocational, I don't know what you need to like learn, but there's an energy of you need to learn more in something, in some kind of idea that you have. I feel like you need to learn more about it so you can claim whatever victory that you need to get, or victory that the universe wants you to get from this thing. I feel like you'll be recognized for something too, but maybe you just need to study a little bit more for it, or just learn a little bit more. Clarify the Hierophant. What is the Hierophant? So you may need to talk to someone around you, like a person. This can be just any person of wisdom. This can represent a mentor. It can represent a spiritual advisor. It can represent any person who holds some kind of authority, that they have value in the things that they tell you or the things that they say. They have some kind of value because they have wisdom. So I feel like there's either someone around you like that, or it's like, I feel like this person is either going to help you to realize how something can progress slowly, but it's like, tell me more about the Hierophant. Clarified by the Fool. Alright, so maybe there's a person around you that I feel like is going to be helping you in the form of giving you some advice that's going to be really, really valuable to some kind of new idea that you have, or new journey that you're taking in your career, or new path that you have in your career. Like, I feel like there's some kind of guidance that you're going to receive. If you haven't received it yet, I feel like it's coming, or you're going to seek it. You will know when I say this, like, this is something that I feel like each of you will know. Like, if it's a mentor, you'll know who this person is. If it's, you've been thinking about getting a personal reading to like clarify some things in your career, I feel like this will be the ding for you. This will be the confirmation for you. If you've been thinking about talking to some person specifically, some kind of advisor or someone like that, I feel like this is going to be the ding for you to go ahead and do that, so you can get that advice and that clarity that you're seeking to like do whatever new thing this is, or take whatever risk that you're thinking of taking. Yeah, I feel like it's a risk that you're thinking of taking. You're thinking of taking a risk, and I feel like you need to like ask somebody or just get some advice. Somebody's going to give you some really good advice about some kind of risk in your career, or some just kind of business risk that you're taking, something like that. You guys let me know down below. Whatever kind of risk that you've been thinking of investing in, or whatever kind of risk that you've been thinking of, something that you're thinking of growing. There is a risk in your investment though, and somebody's going to help you with that. Tell me about the Devil. Clarify the Devil. The Devil can talk about, in a career reading, it can talk about feeling like you don't have many options, especially in your work environment. So let's just say, for example, this is, you're working for a company and you're in a position and you don't feel like you have any option right now but to work as hard as you're working. You feel like chained to your circumstances, possibly, but really and truly, I feel like when you get this Devil energy, it may feel that way, but you always have options. I feel like it's just that you're not seeing all of your options, and maybe that's why maybe that's what this person is going to help you with. Maybe that's why you need to seek a little bit of advice right now to figure out what your options are. Because I feel like you have some good things coming in. So I don't see that you don't have options. Clarify the devil. But why is the devil here? Why is the devil here? Yeah, you feel stuck. You feel stuck to something. It's like you feel like you have to stay at this place, or you have to work as hard as you're working right now, or you have to do something, but you don't necessarily have to do anything. And you're not stuck. It's just in your head. Also, this feeling is going to balance out a little bit. It's going to balance out. I feel like, what's the advice here? What's the advice for this? What's the advice for this? Release the burdens. So release the fears and the worries, or this feeling of entrapment that you have to this job or whatever this thing is. I feel like it's in the you getting grounded is where you'll kind of see everything in a better perspective. When you're out of the hustle and bustle and you like really take a moment to yourself, I feel like a lot of things will come into perspective for you. And that's probably why they're pushing you to do that. Because when you're in a constant energy of do, like you're not really thinking, you know, like you're just so focused on doing the next thing after the next thing that I don't really feel like you're in a reflective state at all to evaluate your situation and also receive that guidance that your guides want to give you. Yeah, you maybe feel tied to or trapped in like doing the work that you're doing right now, or trapped at the place that you're at, or trapped in a particular schedule. And that's what you need to balance out. You can't go at this pace and expect to continue to be good. The quality of work that you're putting out will suffer. If you've been enjoying this reading, guys, remember to like it. Let's get some advice for you. Like and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. You can also feel free to hit the bell so you know when new readings are out on my channel. Advice for Scorpios. Career advice for Scorpios, please. What's a career advice for Scorpios? What's a career advice for Scorps? What's a career advice for Scorps, please? Who else got this card? Cancer. If you have Cancer in your chart, go check out the Cancer reading. Card number 50. When you act in an authentic way, you command the world to reflect back to you exactly what is in your highest good. Your business choices, the investments you make, and the creative projects you immerse yourself in are powerfully on point. Why? Because when you are fully present, radically accepting everything in your journey to date, both successes and failures, you will see the divinity in all things. Abundance is a natural progression when you experience this kind of authenticity. I'm going to read the protection message here just because I feel called to do it. Protection message: there are times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. Human beings are memory-driven creatures, and we all look for certainty for what we know, even if the qualities we seek in other people and in external conditions are expressed in unhealthy ways. Avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that there And trust that there you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Do the opposite. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable. Because what feels right is really what feels familiar. And you will attract and be drawn to the very things you don't want anymore. This time will not be different unless you do something differently. So Scorps, I hope that message helped you. Remember to like, share, subscribe if it did. I'd love to hear more about what's going on personally in your lives, because I feel like a lot was going on in this reading. So comment below and let me know what's going on. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys.